Hello, my name is Nick Mason. I am in charge of art direction. This includes things like 2D and 3D assets, as well as everything that goes into the environment. I am also in charge of audio, which includes music and ambient sounds. As well as this, I am in charge of character design, which for the demo includes Lucid and all the NPCs. However, later on it will include more characters as the game progresses.
Hello, my name is Salvatore. Aside from all the paperwork, I handle the story direction, including the dialogue and its functionality. I added functionality to the dialogue manager, and I learned how to implement JSON for ease with the creation and utilization of the game's dialogue. The other big thing that I implemented was the settings menu. The settings menu is divided into multiple sections, allowing for input remapping, audio adjustments, and screen adjustments. Without a further ado, our game, Project Lucid. Project Lucid is a 3D platformer with RPG elements that we have been working on since the start of January. Since we have started, it has changed significantly, and we have only had this iteration of the game going since March. The main mechanic of Project Lucid would be the ability to shift one's gravity. This allows the player to stand and parkour on walls, ceilings, slopes, roofs, and so on. However, a player has to watch out. If they're not careful, they'll run out of energy and they'll return to normal gravity. Our game is inspired off of Japan Studio's Gravity Rush. As a result, our target audiences are on the same ballpark. Teens and adults, they aren't affected by motion sickness. We especially aim to interact with those that love the dynamic movement and feel of a controller. Currently, our demo only has one environment for the player to explore. Accounting for the dialogue, the distance to travel, the quests to complete, and the items to loot, an experienced player can manage most of it within 20 minutes. As of right now, our game is only intended for desktop devices. Since our game utilizes the Godot engine, the user's device only needs to be capable of operating GLES 3.3 or Vulkan 1.0. These are the rendering backends used by Godot. Most devices made within the past 14 years come with CPUs that can run OpenGL 3.3 or Vulkan 1.0. This makes our game pretty accessible, as most modern devices support this or support better. With any aspiring RPG, the player needs a good user interface to access their items, settings, quests, and so on. While playing Project Lucid, the player can access the pause menu by hitting escape on the keyboard or start on a controller. Here, the player can open their inventory, their quest log, their settings menu, and their save menu. The inventory shows all of the interesting items that the player has found. You can select the type of item that you would like to view up here at the top. The quest log shows the player's active quests, incomplete quests, and all of their completed quests. Quests can be received by talking to one of these figures with the 3 dots above their heads. Last on this list of intriguing UI, we have the settings menu. Here the player can change their settings however they please. All of the settings are divided into the video, audio, input, and accessibility categories. There are many more instances of UI, too many to talk about in this short intro video. Regardless, thank you for your time, and we hope that you enjoy Project Lucid.